What's up, gang? Reza Arya here, bringing you another sweet whip. Today's car, a 2015 Mercedes-Benz S63 Amg, baby. This beauty has a 5.5 liter V8 bi-turbo engine. It's a hand-built engine. Yes, hand-built, you heard me right. It's a hand-built engine that produces 577 brake horsepower. Say what? Yes, 577, you heard me right. 577 horsepower out of a 5.5 liter bi-turbo V8 engine. Now, this car is so ridiculously loaded. I'm at a loss for words, guys. I don't know where to begin. You've got this beautiful carbon fiber spoiler. That's a painted carbon fiber. Every other diffuser on the car is exposed carbon fiber, such as these on the sides and the ones on the bumper, and a lot of exposed carbon fiber in the inside. You have the AMG badge screaming everywhere, from the muffler tips to body panels, on the steering wheel, on the door sills when you open the doors. So you've got AMG written over here. You've got soft close doors, of course, so they have this vacuum function when you can just leave the door like this and it will close it automatically. Now this one has the high-end Burmester sound system, and when you have a regular S550 or S400 or the hybrid, they do come with a Burmester sound system. The difference with the high-end one is that the tweeters are super cool. So when you start the car, these beautiful tweeters, they spin and come outside. These ones, the ones at the bottom, and everything else is solid. There is one on the dome that is super cool. Let me show you the back seat. So this is the one on the dome, and they all have the beautiful ambient lighting depending on the color you choose. I believe you have 5 or 6 different colors to choose from, and they all have these ambient lighting behind them. So the ones on the back doors at the bottom and the dome one up here, they're all solid, and the one in the tweeters right behind the side mirrors, they spin out, and there is a dome one up here as well. Plus there is a small, I believe, I want to say 5-inch or maybe 5.5-inch factory built in. So this is more like a 6.5-inch, I think. Yes, a 6.5-inch factory built-in subwoofer by high-end Burmester sound system. Now Burmester, of course, is the same brand sound system on a Bugatti Veyron, so that's a serious stereo. Since we're here in the trunk area, I'll also show you underneath. They're obviously run flat tires, so you don't get a spare tire, but you do get one of these inflators or air compressors, and you can drive your car. You're just going to get an indicator on the dash if you have a flat tire, and you can just drive it to the next tire shop. Now back seats, they have these gorgeous privacy glass, so these are fully automatic. You have the buttons down here to operate them. You have air conditioned seats, heated seats, power seats, and memory seats in the back. Imagine there's an extra button on the other side, because obviously you don't want to move the driver, but when you go to the other side, there's an extra button here on the door. So, and that will be, well, 2 extra buttons rather. That will be that if you want to have like a lounge mode in the back, you could push the front passenger forward by doing this. I mean, look at that. So yeah, you could push that guy out of the way and then push yourself into a more comfortable position. So, actually this one controls the front seat. And now I can recline this one back and forth, and I can push it up and down and do whatever I like, depending on the position that you'd like to be in your back lounge. Look how much much they retract. It's phenomenal. You also have a full climate control panel in the back. So this is like your own suite. You can have cooling seats, heated seats, your own climate control. Look what happens when you fold this down. Look how much of a beautiful oh, look, I found a feather. I think this is probably the one that George Washington wrote the Constitution with. So look how much space you have. You can obviously, depending on your taste, keep either a bottle of champagne or a case of napkins in the back, and more storage back here. This is a true limousine. And there is a piano finish that goes across all the way to the back of the seats. Just attention to details. More speakers in the back of the seats, and the carbon fiber continues going on. So enough about the back seat area. Let's start this baby up. And while I do that, I would like to avert your attention to the tweeter here, because when I started, this thing is going to spin out and come outside, and then these two beautiful widescreen panels are going to light up. But let's look at this. And the same thing happens on this side. It is simply beautiful. Now look at how big your navigation screen is. I mean, it's massive, isn't it? And it's beautiful. And you could actually zoom out all the way so you see the entire globe. Look at this. It's fabulous. Now, a lot of the options on this are available on the regular S-Class, such as the S550, the lane keep assist, the steering assist, which is virtually autopilot. This one has the DTR Plus, so which stands for Distronic Plus. So you have lane keep assist, you have steering assist. That's basically autopilot, only you have to keep your hands on the wheel. If it doesn't sense your hands are on the wheel, there will be a red steering sign flashing with hands on it, and it will ask you to put your hands back on the wheel. So you got the 360 cameras, which are all around. So this is a top view of the car. It will still keep your navigation on the side. Depending on whether you're reversing or going forward, this would be either your rear view, which is now, or it will be your front view. So you can change these to 180 view or surround view. You have, this is the top view for the front. These are corner views, side views, and top view for the back. And then when you put the transmission into drive, it will show you the front of the vehicle. So let me get rid of this radio thing here. So when I put it in drive, you get rather the front. So that's the front view now. But the top view is fascinating, as it shows you all around the car. It takes all the 4 images from the front and rear and the 2 side cameras, and it merges them together, and it sort of blends in the angles to give you the illusion that there is a bird's eye view. So these 2 buttons up here are for the rear sunshade, that if I push this, the sunshade in the back will go down. And then I can also control the rear seat headrests by this one. They're fully automatic. So if I press this, they're gonna go up like that. And then if I'm reversing and those are blocking my view, I press this button again and they will go back down. I can open the panoramic roof cover from here. So that's the back one that I just opened, and this is the front one. This is your full glass panoramic sunroof. You have diamond stitchings on the dash, on the leather. These are just beautiful. I mean, the stitching is only at the bottom, but they're featured in a diamond design. These seats are lovely. The bolsters on them are fascinating, and you've got dynamic seats, so when you make a turn, the bolsters on the sides, they come out and they support you to sort of hug you, and they're phenomenal. Again, no shortage of AMG badges anywhere. As I said, there's one on the steering wheel. Now this steering wheel is also different with the regular S550. First off, you have beautiful brushed aluminum paddle shifters that they feel raw and racy, and they make you feel like you're on a track. And then you've got this Alcantara leather that obviously it shows a little bit of wear sign in the 3 or 4 years that this car's been on the road, because unfortunately not everybody uses driving gloves, which you're supposed to with delicate cars like these. But it still feels really nice. You obviously have a heated steering wheel. You've got Distronic Plus, heated seats and air-conditioned seats and memory seats, just like the back seat area in the front, with the exception that you also have massage seats in the front. So your massage seats, you have both for driver and passenger seat, and you've got from hot relaxing massage, which also it activates the heated seat. You've got a hot relaxing massage for shoulders, activating massage, which is one of my favorites. It's pretty cool. The classic massage, it's like the old ones, just all the way from bottom to top. You've got mobilizing massage, which is sort of alternating, and then the last one is an active workout, which is more vigorous than the others. Can decrease the intensity, which I never do. All right, so you also have air suspensions on these, of course, so you can adjust the density if you want a comfort or sport mode on those, and you can also get more ground clearance by raising the car. You have auto height control as well. So you have this AMG suspension system that you could put in sport or comfort. Now let's see if you can hear that lovely exhaust note from here. Ooh, yes, baby. Let's take a look at that engine. What do you guys say? You're up for it? Let's go look at this beautiful engine. Handcrafted by, and then the name of the engineer who has hand built this car in the AMG plants. A handcrafted engine, V8, 2 big turbos, nearly 600 horsepower, which will fly this beauty here from a standstill to 100 kilometers per hour in only 3.8 seconds. That's just mind-boggling. So you also have a carbon fiber cover on the side mirrors. The ceramic brakes are so huge and they're so beautiful. They're like a mirror. I can literally see my picture in them from here. I'm sure you can see my reflection there waving my hand. These massive, humongous 3-piston AMG carbon ceramic calipers over those beautiful ceramic rotors. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about the options of the car. You obviously have seen the radar here. This is the Distronic Plus. That's your adaptive cruise control, and it works with the steering assist also. Now there are plenty of cameras that you see on these cars. Now you've got 1, 2, 3. That's a sensor for light and rain sensing sensors. So you got the 1, 2, 3, and then 4 cameras. These are just for the driving aids. Now I'm sure you know one of those cameras keeps an eye on the lanes. One of them is for lane departure warning. One of them reads the speed limits off the street signs, and one of them is the night vision. So you do have night vision in this. In the older cars, unless it was pitch black, you couldn't see the night vision. So this here is the night vision button. But on these ones, I believe it shows you the night vision right here. So if I press this, here is your night vision view. So this is phenomenal if you're in a stranded road somewhere with 0 lights outside, and if it's pitch black, you put your night vision, which is the same infrared military technology. So that's one of the cameras there. That's the night vision. But, and this is a big but, Who likes big butts? So, but there is one camera that's the most interesting one, and that's what I want to talk to you about now. There is a camera in this car, a very expensive option called Magic Auto Body Control. What that camera does, it is scanning the road ahead for potholes, and if it sees a pothole, it will calculate how long it will take you to get to that pothole, at exactly what millisecond which wheel will hit that pothole. It will extend the suspension for the depth of that pothole, so that when you hit the pothole and you go over it, you, the driver, and your passengers do not feel anything. It's like you're floating over it. Go Mercedes-Benz. See how far they're thinking. Look, your imagination can never stop. The sky's the limit, and that's what Mercedes-Benz is doing. Mercedes-Benz's motto is the best or nothing, and that's what they're really doing. And this Magic Auto Body Control, to me, is the most amazing feature on this car. I mean, there's a lot of amazing features on this car. From the head-up display, and I hope you can see a little bit, that shows your navigation features and your next turn coming up on your address entry, and it shows your RPM and your gear position. Look, it shows the RPM and a lot of nice cool information to this wicked off the charts Burmester sound system, to the massive amount of carbon fiber, to basically autopilot, chauffeur option, and all the others. To me, that Magic Auto Body Control tops them all, and it's just phenomenal. Enough said. I think you've had a good look at everything on this car now. I hope that this video was informative, and that you were able to learn a little bit about the features on this car. To buy, lease, or finance this car, pick up the phone and call me at 647-572-7392. Go to our website at leonsfinecars.ca, rather, excuse me, slip of the tongue there. So go to leonsfinecars.ca. Visit our dealership at 1057 Martin Grove Road, at the corner of Martin Grove and Highway 409. I've been Reza Arya. Pleasure being with you for this dozen minutes or so. Please do subscribe to LFC Vlogs. I'll be posting more and more videos all the time. Thank you for watching. You have a wonderful day.